Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by. So here is why I made this video, because I believe that iPhone 13 mini has defect speakers. A defect speaker or speakers, I'm not sure, I'm not an expert. But I believe in my ears, and I'm not the only one who believes that it doesn't sound right, and it does actually sound intolerable, you cannot stand this sound that comes out of this device. Unfortunately, I tried, and of course I found a sweet spot. Like, you need to reduce the volume all the way down to consume some content on YouTube or Spotify, or even to talk to people on speaker. So it was like almost a week ago. uh, I noticed that I really cannot stand this sound. Before that, I couldn't really notice this because I thought to myself, like, as I come from a first generation iPhone SE, I thought maybe the speakers became so powerful that I just didn't like it. That's what I thought at the very beginning. And then I just turned down like the volume, reduced the volume, and kept using it. But one day I wanted to call my brother, and I just call him, and the speaker was obviously buzzing. I don't know, do you call it crackling or buzzing? So I guess it's buzzing because that sounded like buzz, zzz, something like this, something really disturbing. So I took my phone to the Apple store, to closest Apple store, and then showed it to a lady who welcomed us inside, and she was like, "Oh, please turn it off." I'm a sound expert, and I directly understood, I felt it. So it sounds terrible. So let's fix it. So she advised us to. Yeah, I wasn't alone when I went there. So she advised us to take an appointment from like a Apple support, and then they will take care of it. So that's what I did. I took an appointment. I took it with me again, and then I show it to another expert because she was not there, I guess, and they were like, "Wow, it sounds terrible." And why? And so they told me I was the only one who had complaints about 13 mini. People usually love it. I told them I love it too because of the form factor, and it's like all-in-one features, etc. But when I showed them, they were like, "Oh, that's terrible. Like, we need to do something." So they put the phone on a test, and the sound test was like, okay, it didn't find any issue with the speakers. So they called some other people. So many people were really interested. I really liked that, actually. I felt like I was treated well, very well, actually. So I was happy. So they took the phone and they said they will change the speaker, and then I will receive it within an hour. So I gave it, and then they changed the speaker and they gave it back to me to test out. And I called my wife this time, and it's still buzzing. And they heard it too. So I was like, "Unfortunately, it's buzzing. Do you hear it?" They were like, "Yeah, we hear it, and it's totally the same. Nothing changed, but we changed the speaker on the bottom." So they were also shocked, and they called a bunch of people, and they all listened to it, and they were like, "Yeah, it doesn't sound right. It's buzzing, like, obviously." And I said, like, it's not only the WhatsApp. I was calling by WhatsApp, by the way. It's not only the WhatsApp. Like, it just, the sound quality is not tolerable. Even if you watch a YouTube content or Spotify, listening to some music or stuff. So they agreed with me, and then they changed the phone. So they gave me a new one, and then when I called, it was the same. Unfortunately, it was the same, and I was like, "Wow, we I changed my phone for nothing." I felt terrible, and they were like, "How come is it possible?" So for a minute, we thought maybe it was because of my iCloud, like, as the I don't know, as the settings are coming from the first generation SE, maybe something was destroying this phone, new phone. So we thought of this like for a minute only, and then Apple genius, I don't know what to call them, Apple worker. So that Apple guy, let's say Apple guy said, let's test, let's see other minis as well if they are if they sound the same. And we went down and downstairs, and they all sounded the same. They all sounded terrible, intolerable. I'm sorry if you are a huge fan and if you cannot hear this issue, but like, well, I'm not a musician, but I have some good ears. Like, I love good music, and I love listening to, like something pleasing. So, but this sound doesn't sound pleasing at all. So we checked all those phones, and they all sounded terrible. And then we checked other iPhones like on the table, but they didn't sound so. They didn't sound terrible. They were like, especially Pro Max. I don't know. Maybe somehow like these speakers are too big for. Ah, by the way, like I have this stuff. I don't know, protector, but I took it off. Of course, like it's not like I only tried it on this. They tried it too. Like, and when they gave me the new phone, they I didn't put this like I forgot the name, like a case on. So like it's not nothing to do with the case or anything. Nothing to do with iCloud, because like at the first place I didn't use my like any settings. So it's like it didn't have anything to do with the iCloud. And as I say, as I repeat, all the minis at the store, at the Apple store, sounded the same and sounded terrible. Even them, they agreed with me, and they were like, that doesn't sound so premium like Apple. That doesn't sound like Apple, they said. So I don't know if it sounded the same with the 12 mini, but to me, 13 mini sounds terrible, unfortunately, and it's like and there's nothing to do with that, as I didn't purchase the phone directly from Apple, and it's been more than 1 month. I couldn't return my phone. I would love to return it, but now I have to wait for 13 I mean iPhone 13 to trade this in. That's the only thing I can do. But I just wanted to make this video because nobody talks about this. Nobody is disturbed by this. I commented about this on like a Reddit on 13 mini, and then I got downvoted, voted. I don't know how to pronounce it. So, so yeah, I just wanted to warn people, those who want to purchase a new phone and new 13 mini. I just want to tell you that even if let's say it doesn't have a defect speaker, like even if it doesn't have, just go and check the sounds by yourself. Okay, go check the sound. Now I'm showing like how it sounds. I'm going to show how it's buzzing. Let's open the speaker. I hope you hear that. I don't know, maybe it comes from the speaker on the top or on the bottom, I'm not sure. Let's test it out like this. Let's test out like this. I don't know if it makes any sense actually. I'm just trying my best. I'm reducing this volume a bit. It's still buzzing. Still. Not anymore. So yeah, it's buzzing like this. Not only when you call, but when you consume content as well. So just go to an Apple store or a tech market and go check the sounds with your own ears, and then make your own decision. I'm just here to tell you that it might not sound as pleasing as you expect, like I did. So that's it. Sorry for keeping it too long. I just wanted to get it out of my chest. I promised myself to make a video on this because if there was a video, as I'm not an audiophile, but I'm pretty close to that one, to that stuff. So like I love listening to good music, listening to quality music. So that was really like that was really disappointing and for me. And if I by any chance came across such video mentioning this issue, I would wait for iPhone 14, for example. Yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a good day.